what you've got there in front of you, if we start from the top, is you got a list of numbers there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Okay, and then when we go and add chords to them, we do a fast track down to the box below, down, yep, to the box below there, right? Yeah, and you see along the bottom there, there's all those Roman numerals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yep.
So those are all the keys with all the chords.
All the keys with all the chords.
Yeah, right. So on the first column, can you see let's go for an A. Yeah, C major's up the top.
Yep.
Then
G major.
Yeah.
D major.
Yeah. A, G, B, and so on.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Now, what we're most interested in there is organizing all those keys around your vocal range. Okay, so the D is easy to do. Right, so you got D, E. So if you follow along there, the notes are D, E, F sharp. Right, if you follow that line, G. Yeah, so take that D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Right?
Yep.
So, and then if you follow those chords, you've got D. So check that table.
Yep. D.
D major, E minor. So check that table.
E minor, yep.
F sharp minor.
Yep.
G, A, B minor, C sharp diminished, and back to D. Okay, so whenever you're singing a D major or a D Ionian, those are your chords. Right, the key of D.
Yep.
Okay, now, so the next key is G.
Yes. A.
A, right? Okay, so now the range of what we're interested when we use the A key is not going from A to A, but from D to D. So go along that line A, right? So you do A, B, C sharp, D.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're interested in. So D's in which column? Is it the 4 column?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to have D, E, follow the line, right?
E major.
F sharp minor, right?
Yep.
G sharp diminished.
Yep.
A,
Yep.
B minor,
B minor. Yep.
right? C sharp minor,
C sharp minor. Yep.
and D.
D.
Yeah. Okay. So what we've done is gone through the chords in the key of A, but from D to D.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Right? Now, what that means is from your scale point of view, instead of singing Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, oops, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, the melody comes out of this. Do, Re, Mi, Fi, Sol, La, Ti, Do. You've only changed one note in your vocal range and you've changed the key.
Oh, is that right?
You've only changed one note, right? So instead of going D, G, and A as you would in the key of D, you're now in the key of A. So you're going. Right, and vocally, you've only changed one note. You've changed from this to that, and you've changed key, and you've changed all those chords.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Okay. So just sing this. Right, so just by using this note, sing that one. Instead of this one. If you use this one, we're in the key of G, D. Use this one, we're in the key of A. It's only one note difference, but it just changes everything.
Is that right?
Yeah.
One note changes the whole scale.
Yeah. And changes the chords that go with it.
Ah, okay. So then it'll make the sound different.
It'll sound different, but vocally you're in the same range.
Ah, okay. I'm with you rather than...
Yeah. Rather than following the chords. Right, next line. E.
So yeah, E major.
Okay. So again, we want to go for something that's closer to D. If we take D as the reference point. Okay, so go to the second to last chord, D sharp.
D sharp diminished.
Right, so D sharp diminished. So we start with a D sharp diminished.
What's the whole diminished?
Oh, let's not get into that at the moment.
Okay.
At this stage, I just want you to focus on what happens when we move things around your vocal range. Okay. So just for now, all you know is that any time a chord happens on the 7th of a scale, it's a diminished. Okay. So here's our E sharp diminished, D sharp diminished, right? So here we go. So we're in the key of E, so you can start from here, right? And then we're into E, right? So that's in your range, E, F sharp. Actually, I'll get you to sing along with it. So. Okay, so we moved it slightly to bring it up to an E. So now what we've gone and done is just extended your range by 1/2 step, just to this, D sharp diminished. Yeah, right, so that's taken up by one, we've gone up a whole tone there. So we had a choice of either going up a 1/2 step, or if we wanted to stay strictly in your range, we would have just gone from D sharp to C sharp, right, which is comfortable, right? Sing that. Right, so now you've got another key. When you change the key, right, your chords are E, A and B, your main ones. And you can think of that key as being one where you don't use all your range, or just above your range. Right, each one's going to sound different.
So what's that in? That's
E.
E. I think a lot of my other songs are sort of in E.
Yeah.
So we start off with E. Yeah.
Okay. Next one.
We've done D, A, E, B major.
B. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so B, same thing. We got a D sharp. If we go to 3 in the row,
Yeah, that's the
D sharp, right? So we're looking for the closest thing to D.
D sharp minor.
Yeah, right. So sing that one.
Da.
Okay, D sharp minor. I'm not going to get that there. So, okay, there you go. D sharp minor. Okay, then we're going to go to. Then we're going to go to E. Then we're going to go to F sharp. Then G sharp. Then A sharp. And then B. B's home. Right? Then C sharp. And D sharp. C sharp, B. Now, B, right, is up here, and that's where the home is for that particular melody.
For the B major.
For B, so on the guitar and in your range, right, so this is your range from here to there, right?
D to D.
And this is the home for that scale. In other words, when you're singing a song in this key, right? So this is like your range, right? There's the bottom, and here's the top. Yeah, right? So if you think about this as being like your vocal range, then home is up here somewhere.
Halfway.
Right, so it's up in your chest.
Okay.
Right, and when you think about D, D is home up here at the top of the range and at the bottom of the range.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, what do you think feels different? If this is home for the song, and it's up the top third of your range, it's up 2/3 up your range.
I think
Energy-wise, what does that note feel like?
medium.
Compared to?
So it's a bit higher.
Yes, higher. Right, so here's the thing, we've had home down here and home up there. So that means all your away stuff is in the middle of your range.
All my away stuff.
Away stuff, right? If you've got home and away.
Oh, okay.
Home notes and away notes, right? So if you're home at the bottom and home at the top, you're away here in the middle.
Okay.
If you're home here, you're away down there, and you're away up here.
Okay, I know. Yeah.
Right, and home is up here. So in terms of your voice, that may be a more vulnerable part of your voice.
Okay then. But that's
Right.
supposed to be my home though. Is that right?
Yeah. So what this is basically saying is if we say that it's got a vulnerable character, then maybe you're writing your vulnerable songs in this key.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, because it's set up so that's home, and that's at the top of your range, and it's not a lot to go till you run out of range, and all your support is down here. All your vocal support is down here.
When I'm doing low stuff.
Yeah. So you want to separate now. What we're doing is separating your vocal range, and talking about and relating it to the melodies.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So when we go into different keys, we're going to have different melodies. So when you're in the key of B, for example, this one here, you're in a Phrygian mode. So you're singing this. Oops. 3, 4, 5. But you'll start to see as we get into a bit more detail. But
So that's the stuff that I find easy.
yeah. Right, so
That still makes sense. Like, about some of the songs that I do sing well, it is based on that.
when you're driving your pumping
down there, and then I guess the chorus is
up here,
home part.
So sometimes you want the vulnerability in the verse and your assurance in the chorus.
Okay. Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Other times you want the drive in your chorus, so you want to be at the top of your range and pumping. Other times you want to be at the kind of top of your range and kind of exposed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I guess that's just rearranging my vocal range. So.
Yes, it's saying, well, this is what my range can do, and in this key, my home is here. In this key, home is here. In this key, home is there. Right? So we're going through all these different keys, and they've all got different homes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like you've got different centers of gravity.
Yep.
Same range, right? So it's a question of whether, if that's your so really what we're saying is when you're on D, that's your range. Okay, when we went to A, there's home in there. Okay, we go to B, home is there. Let's see what happens to your balance.
Yep.
Right? And when we're in C, your balance is here. Right? When we go,
because is that where D is?
yeah, in your range.
Okay.
Right? And when we're in E, your balance is here. Right, so everything's above. When in the key of G, your balance is here.
Yep. Yep.
Starting to get that sense?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Same notes, but if you assign one to be home, then all the others play a different role.
Okay. Yep.
And then all the others, then you choose different chords to go with each home note.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Right? So that's what we're trying to walk through here. So we've got to B.
The last time too, you sort of said for me to be aware of where it is I'm either playing on the neck or singing as well. Like
Yeah.
if it's that high up, you're gonna have to come up.
Yeah.
You know, present your posture.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
But so what we're talking about now is more the kind of the compositional thing of it.
The tools.
The tools of how to, you're using your voice now as an
instrument.
Yeah, as an instrument, and as well, it's the whole, everything revolves around it.
Knowing my boundaries.
Knowing what your voice, basically, what that table's saying is that your voice can basically do 12 different things. Right, be in 12 different keys. And it's your voice is going to still feel the same because you're using the same notes, but it's going to feel slightly different because the home is different. Right, and when the home is different, your body feels a bit different. Right, so if you think of each key as being like a different posture, physiologically.
Yeah, I'm sort of aware of that, like when I'm playing certain songs, like some I can just play easy as, or some I've got to like make sure my voice is warmed up. And
Yeah. What's next?
G, we've done B major.
G flat?
G flat.
Okay.
That's what the little one is, eh?
Yeah.
G, B.
Yeah.
G flat, yeah.
Okay, so D flat, E flat, right? Is your first note in there, so it's E flat minor. So there's that note. Sing that guy. So you're in the key of G flat, go along to 6, row 6.
There's D major in 5, no?
No, for G flat, key of G flat, go on that line.
Yeah, there's a D major though, eh? Is that the one?
Yeah, G flat, hold on, that's D flat.
Oh, is that D
so
flat?
they're E flat, that's one we want. Right, so here are the columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, yeah.
So going to column 6, there's E flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting from there. So your vocal is starting from E, your vocal range is starting from E
How
flat.
come we always go into the number 6? The column 6?
That just happens to be.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why we're going there is because we're going to the open D string first.
Yeah.
And we're finding the first note that's in that key of G flat, which is E flat. Then E flat is number 6 in that key.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So we've got E flat minor. So sing E flat. Okay, then we're going to go to F. F diminished. Then we're going to go to G flat. That's home. Okay. Then we're going to go.
How did you know that was home there?
Oh, because we know that's what the key is. We started from E flat, which is 6, in the 6th column.
Yep.
Then we went to F, which is in the 7th column. And G flat is in the 8th column or the 1 column.
Yep.
And that's the home.
The beginning.
That's the home key, your home note, right?
Yep.
So in your range, that's the home note in this key. Sing that one. Okay. Now we've got A flat minor. That's your 2 chord. Then B flat minor. And then C flat major.
flat.
E flat,
E flat.
Eric flat in the 6-7-6 column. Yeah. Okay. So now what you've got there are these chords. It's going to sound, it sounds flatter. Right, and you go. Now on the, compared to this, as compared to this, right, and we're only 1/2 step away. Right, so you can get a lot out of your voice. I mean, if you've decided it's a sad song, by just going down, you know, a 1/2 step, now you're into flat keys.
And that's just sort of like, yeah.
And it just changes the light conditions of the day. Yeah, whole mood. Right? And it just gets you to find more things in your voice because you're using keys that you don't use that often.
I think I do use quite a lot of sad songs.
You know?
Yeah.
So there's your home key there. Next one?
D minor flat.
D flat. Okay. So D flat, and the first one in that is E flat again. So there's E flat minor. So sing that. So it's in the 2 column. Yeah. F minor. Yeah. G flat. G flat major. Right. B flat minor. C sharp diminished. Sorry, C diminished. And D flat. Right. There's another one where home is right up the top of your range. Right. So you want to start thinking about all these different homes that your songs can have.
Okay then, yeah. That's just up one.
Yeah. Right. So I just think of songs that can finish right on home, right at the top of your range.
Yep.
How we going? I need to stick to time. Oh yeah, I need to stick because I've got someone coming right in a couple of minutes. So we can finish this next week.
Yeah, cool.
And I'll post that for you. But are you starting to get the idea?
Yep, definitely.
Right, so every note in your range is a potential home for each song. So you don't have to stick all your songs into just two or three homes.
Yeah, okay. I know what you mean. This is what I've sort of been doing.
Right, and so that's how you can get a lot more mileage out of your songs, is by checking which homes to put them in.
By starting the scale in the different...
Yeah, well, not too fast. So if you've got a C, for example, right, oh no, so C's up here in your range. The home could be either a D flat or a B, in which case all the chords change.
Okay, yeah.
Right, and also if you think about when you're doing a performance, if you've got songs in 6 keys, you could have 13 songs and they're across 6 keys, right? And you're only gonna, and when you repeat a song, you can repeat the one next to each other or one apart from each other. But it's going to make your song sound a lot richer because they're not in the same place.
Yeah, true.
Right, same songs, different places.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Right?
Cool. I think that's what John May did, because his...
Oh, that's what
I can sort of sing most of his songs.
Yeah.
In Hackers.
Yeah.
So he must have...
Oh, he's got organised around his range too.
Yeah.
All singers have to, but most of them don't know about it. Okay, so I'll upload this for you.